Hey everyone, welcome back to day 2 of our journey. Yesterday we set the stage, but today we're getting real. I want to start with a tough truth. Your life didn't just happen to you, you built it. You built it brick by brick, with every choice, every action, and yes, every single excuse you've ever made. Think about that for a second. It's a heavy thought, I know. It's so much easier to blame circumstances, other people, or just bad luck. But here's the secret most people never grasp. People don't fail because they lack talent, intelligence, or potential. No, most people fail because they get addicted to the comfort of their excuses. Excuses are like a warm, cozy blanket on a cold day. They feel safe. When you say, "I don't have enough time," or "I'm not smart enough," or "It's just too hard right now," what are you really doing? You're protecting your ego. You're building a little fortress around yourself so that if you don't succeed, you have a pre-made story to tell. It wasn't your fault, right? The story was already written. But while that cozy blanket of excuses protects your ego in the short term, it's quietly and systematically destroying your future. Every time you choose an excuse over an action, you're reinforcing a pattern of avoidance. You're teaching your brain that it's okay to back down, that it's better to stay in the safe zone than to risk failure. Comfort becomes your cage. Let's break this down. Why are excuses so seductive? Because they offer a path of least resistance. Facing a challenge head-on requires effort, vulnerability, and the real possibility of falling flat on your face. An excuse, on the other hand, requires nothing. It's an instant get-out-of-jail-free card. "Oh, I couldn't go to the gym because I was too tired." It sounds reasonable, doesn't it? But what's the real story? The real story is you chose momentary comfort over your long-term health goal. You chose the sofa over the treadmill. This isn't about shaming anyone. We've all done it. I've done it more times than I can count. The key isn't to pretend we're perfect. The key is to become aware of the stories we tell ourselves. These stories we create, these narratives of why we can't do something, they feel so real. I'm just not a morning person. I've never been good with money. Public speaking just isn't for me. We say these things so often they become part of our identity. We start to believe them as unchangeable facts, like the law of gravity. But they aren't facts. They are choices. They are shields. And today, right now, is the day you decide to put down the shield. Today is the day you stop hiding behind your stories and start owning your results. This is where the magic happens. This is where accountability comes in. Accountability is the antidote to excuses. It's the moment you look in the mirror and say, "My current situation, good or bad, is a direct result of my past choices. And my future situation will be a direct result of the choices I make starting now." That's scary, isn't it? Because it means there's no one else to blame. The buck stops with you. But it's also the most empowering realization you can ever have. Why? Because if you built the life you have now, it means you have the power to build a different one. You are the architect. You have the blueprints, the tools, the materials. You can knock down walls, you can build new rooms, you can redesign the entire structure. So how do we do this? How do we move from being an expert excuse maker to a master of accountability? It starts with a simple but radical act. Radical honesty with yourself. Your career, your health, your relationships, your finances, pick one. Now, what's the story you tell yourself about why you're stuck? Write it down. Seriously, pause this video if you have to and write down the excuse. "I can't lose weight because my genetics are bad. Too unstable." Got it? Okay. Now I want you to look at that sentence and find the part that you can control. Let's take the first one. "I can't get a promotion because my boss doesn't like me." Maybe it's true. Maybe your boss really isn't your biggest fan. What if you reframed it? Instead of focusing on what your boss thinks, what if you focused on your performance? What if you asked, "What actions can I take to become so undeniably valuable that my boss's opinion becomes irrelevant?" Maybe it's taking on a new project, learning a new skill, or mentoring a junior colleague. Suddenly, you've shifted from being a victim of your boss's opinion to being the driver of your own career growth. You've taken the power back. Again, genetics might play a role, but they don't determine your destiny. The accountable version of that story sounds like this. "Given my genetics, What small, consistent changes can I make to my diet and exercise routine today that will move me closer to my health goals? It's not about a magical overnight transformation. It's about swapping the soda for water. It's about taking a 15-minute walk during your lunch break. It's about one small, accountable action, repeated over time. This process is about trading your reasons for results. Your reasons are your excuses. They explain why you're standing still. Your results are the evidence of your actions. They show how you're moving forward. For years, I told myself I didn't have time to write a book. I had a full-time job, a family, responsibilities. It was a great story, a very believable excuse. But the result was no book. The day I dropped the excuse was the day everything changed. I became accountable. I asked myself, where can I find 30 minutes a day? I found it by waking up a little earlier. I wrote a few hundred words each day. It was slow, it was hard. But a year later, the result was a finished manuscript. The excuse gave me comfort. The accountability gave me a book. Which one do you think feels better in the long run? Growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is where your potential goes to die. It's a graveyard of dreams, paved with good intentions and believable excuses. Real growth, the kind that transforms your life, happens when you step into the discomfort of accountability. It's admitting you don't know something and then taking the steps to learn it. It's admitting you made a mistake and then working to fix it. It's admitting that the only thing holding you back is you. This isn't a one-time fix. This is a daily practice. Every single day, you will be presented with a choice, the easy excuse or the hard, accountable action. Your ego will scream for the excuse. It will whisper all the comfortable lies you're used to hearing. Your job is to hear that voice, acknowledge it, and then deliberately choose the other path. So, your task for today, your Day 2 challenge, is to catch yourself. Every time you're about to make an excuse, stop. Acknowledge it, and then rephrase it into an action you can take. Instead of, I'm too tired to work out, try, I'll do a quick 10-minute stretch right now to get my body moving. Instead of, I don't know where to start, try, I will spend 15 minutes right now Googling the first step. You are turning every excuse into a trigger for action. This is how you rewire your brain. This is how you build the muscle of accountability. Your future self is depending on the choices you make today. That person you dream of becoming, the healthier, wealthier, happier you, they don't exist in a world of excuses. They exist on the other side of accountability. They are forged in the fire of consistent, deliberate action. Remember the hook from the beginning. This is fantastic news, because starting today, you can be a much more intentional architect. You can choose better materials, you can build a stronger foundation, you can create a masterpiece. Because the moment you embrace full accountability is the moment you unlock limitless growth. That's your mission for today. Catch the excuses, reframe them into actions, and take one small step forward. You've got this. Thanks for showing up for yourself today. If you're serious about this journey and ready to build the life you truly want, make sure you subscribe to Success Timeline. We're dropping a new video every day to give you that daily boost you need to stay on track. Don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you tomorrow for Day 3. Let's get to work.